On we move to our youngest panel member, Shilpa T-Hyland, a young theatre maker and a director who's based in Scotland. She's joining us now from Glasgow. Shilpa is the granddaughter of Mr. Lalit Mohan Thapalyal, and she got her degree in theatre and English literature from the Glasgow University and University of California, Davis. And she's also done her master's from the Royal Conservatoire in Scotland. Her little company, Modest Predicament, is making its way in the professional theatre world now. And Shilpa will talk to us about her grandfather, and then she's going to show a 3-minute clip from a play that she adapted from one of his Hindi plays into English and dialects of English, which is a very interesting experiment. At present, we'll show 3 minutes, and later on, we will run the entire 16-minute clip that you can hear and savor all those accents in its entirety. Over to you, Shilpa.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be involved in this centenary celebration for my Nana G, and it's been so lovely to hear all of your reminiscences of him. He passed away when I was fairly young, and having only had the chance to visit a few times, my memories of him are warm but few. I remember laughing with him and chatting about this and that in the sunshine. I had no idea back then that I would end up a theatre director myself. I have sometimes sat in his theatre in Cyberbad and wondered what we would talk about now. But of course, I can hear his voice in his plays and in the conversations about them which I've had with my mother and my aunt, and again listening to all of you today. In the introduction Nana G wrote for his children's play, Who is Blind? He talks about how through its plot we can raise questions about humans. Are people good or bad by nature? Why does the tendency to do good get suppressed? Is it not the definition of goodness to feel the sorrow and joy of others? And what is our true responsibility towards our family, our country, and God? He speaks of theatre as a useful tool for children, something which I absolutely believe. I believe it can help us to gain confidence, to empathise with our peers, and to question the world around us at a young age, lessons which we all need in later life. Who is Blind resonated with me anew this year, as I was struck by how much more I have thought about everyday ethics and what my responsibility is to my community in this year of global pandemic. The story in Who is Blind is as old as time, a parable which reminds me of folk tales from India, from Scotland, and from around the world. Yet, like the best folk tales, it is as relevant now as it ever was. The stock characters, which we recognise as familiar folktale types, could just as well be our neighbours, the people eating in the cafe we work in, the people queuing beside us, our landlord, our politicians, or of course, ourselves. Some years ago, my Buddhiji, Srimati Sushila Doval, did a rough translation of Who is Blind, which has enabled me to get to know the play. This year, my mother, Anjana Rajan, and myself have used this translation, along with the Hindi, to create a new translation which plays with English language rhyming schemes. This is a work in progress which we hope to finish soon. In addition, for today's celebration, I have also created an experimental adapted version of Who is Blind, which we will call An Act of Kindness. Edited and scored by my brother Kirit, and recorded here in Glasgow with the help of several active friends, we've put this experiment together in a few days, and we're excited to share it. In today's recording, you will hear a version of the play which attempts to keep the timeless folktale quality of the original and updates some of the characters for the 21st century. Recorded in Scotland with a group of Scottish and English actors, this version puts the language into both British and Scottish tongue and rhyming schemes. It is a celebration of the original wit, humour, and clever comment on society, which is in the original script. I'm pleased to share with you all this experimental version of Who is Blind, which I hope proves how universally applicable and moving Nana G's writing is. And at this moment, at the end of 2020, as we look towards the future, I'd like to pay tribute to his ability to shed light on the worst and best of human traits, and his belief of people's ability to do good. Please enjoy listening to An Act of Kindness.
I will go amongst them in disguise and find some way to test them. Now please, take me there.
As you wish, mother.
Beware, be warned, I am the mounted guard. Move aside now or you'll fall down hard. Beware, be warned, here comes the mounted guard.
I am the Queen, I am the Queen. My royal lineage can be seen. Gone is the crown, and gone the state. Still I'm well known, without my gold plate. The people fear my reputation still. They bow and scrape before my will. A story of the old days that has had its time, yet a pillar of the past, so I'm proud of my line.
Fish for sale! Fish for sale! Fry them, boil them, leave them in a pail. Cod and haddock, thin and fat. Hake and sea bass, all top tail. Exciting mix of fresh and stale. Fish for sale! Fish for sale!
I am the landed lady, tight of hand. None around here could be more grand. I don't spend a pound, or even a penny. So careful of purse, I don't give away any. Up in the sky, so many stars twinkle, as many coins as in my bag tinkle. I eat very little, just enough to get by, and only drink free water. Do you ask why? I am the landed lady. My coins always in sight. My assets are excessive, my stinginess a fright.
Updates every minute. I must know what's in the news. If I don't get enough likes, then all my ratings I will lose. If I share enough good pictures, they'll all know my name. And if I get lucky, I could even reach fame. I'm the one to follow, and that you can trust. Just look at my smile, I can never go bust.
Lovely. A UK version of Gadwali, very interesting.
We have run a bit later than we'd planned to, but we've got too many good things to listen to. So I now, without further ado, I'm going to invite David to please join us once again to speak a little bit about the play that he wrote after having discussed it with my father when he was first beginning to develop the idea.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to include something you mentioned earlier about the theme of self-knowledge. And one day, Lalit made a very interesting comment that I did not expect. We both went to see a play in New York. I guess this was in the mid-'60s. The play was called In White America. And the play was about African Americans giving documented testimony about growing up in racist America at different times in history. Mm-hmm. And after the play, Lalit said, I am also Black, and I have experienced racist behavior, or words to that effect. And his remark and later visits to Vedanta ceremonies left an indelible impression on me. So in writing the first All-American President, I drew connections between Native American and Indian spirituality. They are close but separate, but deep, and they have the roots that India has and many other nations in the world have, but generally America does not have those roots. We have other roots, but not the spiritual depth that comes with nations that are centuries older than we are. We're a young country. But in any case, in writing the first All-American President, I drew those connections. Just as an introduction to the first All-American President, the reading that I will do takes place at the end of the play. The play takes place. The whole play takes place on election eve in the year 2000, and it is a public debate between the incumbent president of the United States and the challenger. The challenger does not represent the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. He represents his Native American tribe, and he comes from the Nez Perce tribe who live in Walla Walla, Washington. So the scene is at the very end of the election. Results are tabulated during the play, all during the play. So by the end of the play, the election is complete. It's over with. And this is what happens. They are located in Faneuil Hall, a historic hall in Boston where many political meetings were held over the years. And the president, the incumbent president and chief Wayakan of the Nez Perce tribe are on the stage that is being televised. They're behind lecterns, 2 lecterns. And a moderator, there's Hollywood music fanfare at the end of the election, and a moderator comes onto the stage and makes an announcement. And he says, "Mr. and Mrs. America, the polls are closed. It's just 10 seconds to count down." And the audience erupts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. A figure, Uncle Sam, a figure enters the stage, and he gives a white envelope to the moderator. More music and fanfare. The moderator speaks. He opens the envelope. "The final vote of the nation's largest ever presidential election is Chief Wayakan of the Nez Perce Indian tribe, 39,703,110 votes. President Rune Winner Missildine, 39,703,563 votes. President Missildine wins the popular vote. The Electoral College vote is 265 for Wayakan, 268 for Missildine. The President of the United States is..." Uncle Sam runs onto the stage again with another envelope. The moderator tears it open. Wait. One moment. What's this? Pause. The moderator appears to be in shock. Moderator: "4 members of the Massachusetts Electoral College abstain from voting. The President of the United States..." The moderator faints. Anchorwoman White takes over, and she says, "The winner of presidential election 2000 is Chief Wayakan of the Nez Perce tribe." And she throws herself into Wayakan's arms. "Oh God, congratulations, Chief Wayakan." Audience erupts into insane cheering. Music, "Happy Days Are Here Again," drowned out by the powerful beat of Indian drums. Indians pour into the hall in a variety of tribal and modern dress. They join hands with the audience in a huge circle. All are standing. The audience: "Speech, speech, speech." Chief Wayakan takes the podium. "I cannot speak now. Perhaps President Missildine." Incumbent President: "Earlier this evening, I found my medicine in a song. That song shall evermore live in my heart. President Wayakan." I'm not good at words. Before I forget, please don't write me in care of the White House. I won't be living there. I live with my family in the Wallowa Valley, and that's where I'll be. Oh yes, the time of the great giveaway dance is now. The place is everywhere. The duration is as long as grass grows and water flows. Indians mount the stage, set up a huge drum, and softly begin to play and sing. Chief Waikin continues. I have spoken for Indian brothers and sisters of all colors. Now I shall speak for my family among the silent forests and the brooks, of the skies, the flowers that sway, of the children, the wonderful children. People, including Missildine and White, dance quietly around the drum. I speak for the valleys and alpine meadows bathing in the sun, the rivers, lakes, estuaries, swampland, and cool air. I speak for those too inarticulate to speak, yet they know full more than I. The fish, the bugs, the otter, deer, elk, as well as the horned owls. As always, I have tried before, I speak for the land. The circle is nearly completed. End.
Very beautiful. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not often you get to hear straight from the playwright in their own voice. Now we're having a clip from a film about that for which David wrote the screenplay, and it is about Sacco and Vanzetti, who were discussed earlier on in the three-way discussion.
Mr. Vanzetti, have you anything to say why sentence of death should not be passed upon you?
Yes. What I say is that I am innocent. In all my life, I have never robbed, I have never killed, and I have never spilled blood. Everybody that knows these two arms know very well I do not need to go between the street to kill a man to take the money. I can live with my two arms and live well. But not only that, in all my life I have struggled to eliminate crime from this earth. Not only the crime that the official law and the official moral condemn, but also the crime that the official law and the official moral sanction and sanctify. The exploitation and the oppression of the man by the man. We believe now more than ever that the war was wrong. And I am glad if I can stand here on the doomed scaffold and say to mankind, look out. You are living in the catacomb of the flower of mankind. And for what? All that he has promised to you, it was a lie. It was a cheat. It was a fraud. It was an illusion. It was a crime. They promise you liberty. Where is liberty? They promise you prosperity. Where is prosperity? Where is the moral good to come out of this war? Where is spiritual progress? Where is the respect for human life? This is what I say. And I don't like to say to an old man, Judge Thayer, because my father is old man, so I don't like to say. But if all the people who know what you have said against us would have the civil courage to take the stand, maybe, Your Honor, maybe you would be beside us in good justice at this time.
I would not wish to the most misfortunate creature on the face of this earth to suffer what I have suffered for things that I am not guilty. But my conviction is that I have suffered for things that I am guilty, because I was a radical. Indeed, I am a radical. Because I was an Italian. Indeed, I am an Italian. But I am so convinced to be right that if you could execute me 2 times, and I could be reborn 2 other times, I would live again to do exactly as I have done already. I have finished. Thank you.
Amazingly powerful.
In future gatherings, we can be looking at so many of the parallels of these essential questions about society that arise around the circle of people that have been speaking today. It was very powerful indeed. Thank you so much, David. Now, I will invite Anjana to speak about Alag Rahen, which also has these themes of society and people and making decisions about how we act, the possibility of being good.
Thapalyal ji often spoke about the dilemma of the moral man in any moral society and how we deal with it. So this play, and I won't read from it now because we really are very late and people would want to go to sleep in the Eastern Hemisphere. So I am just going to mention that the power in that speech, which David himself is acting, the words and the acting and the sense behind it, all of them resonate so much. But yes, we have felt that thrill in the sense of something echoing through us, which is so true and which we at times feel so helpless about. But as you mentioned, David, you said that there are obstacles that others put in front of us, which we can find in us the moral strength and the duty to fight that. So there are people with that strength. And so the protagonist, Hari Bhai from L.M. Thapalyal's Alag Rahen is that type of a protagonist who also gets sent to jail. It's a fictional story, but it seems like every person who tries to fight the system of corruption and who tries to go against the powers that are stacked so tightly against him is bound to fail. And yet the play shows that, okay, even if he gets sent to jail and there's a question mark whether he actually gets executed or got rid of in a custodial killing, even if that happens, that movement will continue. That is the message that play gives. And there is a powerful speech which the professor gives in his own house, standing up to his cousin who's a politician. And he says this, have you ever thought you want me to change my witness testimony? Why? Because it might get your son in trouble, because it'll affect your political career. But did you ever think about what those women went through who were attacked? Have you ever thought why our society condones so much criminality in people? Why there is so much greed, and people who call themselves cultured and educated turn their face away as if they haven't noticed. So it's just an interesting mix of strands. And as we near the end of this program, I'd like to thank, on behalf of all the team members, a large number of people who have selflessly contributed their time and their talents. And I begin with our very special guests, David Rothauser and Tigmanshu Dhulia. We have no words to express our gratitude. And then our panel members and those who sent in video contributions for the panel, starting with Aditya Prasad Notial, Shailendra Methani, Ajit Pawar, Shrish Dobhal, Sushila Dobhal, Sumitra Dhulia, Rajinder Pancharia, Brij Mohan Sharma, Deepak Sethi, Dinkar Jain, Shilpa T-Hyland, and my sisters Anjana Thapalyal and Viva Thapalyal. We also place on record our thanks for the technical support and guidance provided by Ashok Kumar and by Sudhir Gandotra, for whom generous is an insufficient word, who has held our hand as well as provided his video conferencing platform, dasoji.com. The music for the background of the Kala Raja excerpt and the LMT 100 logo is courtesy of flautist composer G.S. Rajan. An Act of Kindness was adapted by Shilpa T-Hyland with score and sound editing by Kirit Hyland. The painstaking job of entering subtitles was done in record time by Sushma Thapalyal. We also thank others whose behind-the-scenes efforts have provided data, support, and liaison. Paul Hyland, Virendra Nautiyal, Hemlata Maithani, Virendra Maithani, Shyam Rajan, Jyotsna Dobhal, Soumya Maithani, Himanshu Maithani, Sharang Dhulia, Abha T. Gandhi, Deepak Sethi, Dinkar Jain, Meghna Swar, Kirtana, and all the family members who helped their elders to navigate this online adventure. Also, everyone who sent in messages of felicitation, the team of Best Book Buddies and dasoji.com, and we acknowledge the love and support of our wider family and community that has supported us through the years, as well as those who joined to watch online today. This program is being presented in association with dasoji.com, the video conferencing platform by Best Book Buddies. We now are going to share with you the varying perspectives from the conventional and respectful, reverential, to the postmodern, perhaps we could say, contemporary and postmodern, different perspectives of people who have worked with or learned under Thapalyalji at different stages in their life. Sudhirji, please go ahead.
नमस्ते। आदरणीय थपलाल सर के 100वीं वर्षगांठ के उपलक्ष्य में मेरे पास कहने को कोई शब्द नहीं है। उनके बारे में कुछ भी कहना मान लो सूरज को दीपक दिखाने के समान है।
मान्यवर ललित मोहन थपलियाल जी के गढ़वाली नाटकों को अपने ग्रुप द्वारा मंचित करने पर आज भी गौरवान्वित महसूस करता हूँ। यह हमारा
और उनकी जो एक सबसे अच्छी बात मुझे लगती है कि जो मुझे अपने नाना जी के साथ इंटरैक्शंस के दौरान मुझे इंजॉय करने का मौका मिला, वो ये कि उनकी क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग थी। जब वो और मेरे नाना जी साथ बैठा करते थे और किसी भी टॉपिक पे बात करते थे तो उसे क्रिटिकली एनालाइज करते थे कि उसका क्या मतलब है, उसके कितने पहलू हैं, उसमें क्या सही है क्या नहीं, एक बहुत इंटेंस वाद विवाद। और उनकी जो लिखी हुई चीज़ें हैं वो आज तक प्रासंगिक है। उनका
जब मैं आपसे पहली बार मिली थी तो फर्स्ट टाइम यू सेड कि नीता अपने अंदर की इनर क्वालिटी को आपको बूस्ट करना है, बिकॉज यू आर हैविंग मेनी क्वालिटीज, सो जस्ट वर्क आउट ऑन योर क्वालिटीज एंड दैट।
लेकिन जब भी उनकी चर्चा होती है किसी से भी तो वो सारी चीज़ें याद आती हैं जो उनके साथ बिताई थी। तो आज भी उनको मिस करते हैं, लेकिन जो कुछ भी वो हमें दे के गए हैं वो हमारे लिए बड़ा अनुभव।
For Nanaji's 100th birthday celebrations, I thought I would share one of the first lines I had to perform in one of his children's plays from the summer workshops. My name is Irony. Anyway, this is from Andha Kaun. मैं आला अफसर सरकारी, जब चाहूँ हुक्म करूँ जारी, झुक झुक सब करते सलाम, निकले अपनी जिधर सवारी। बड़ों बड़ों के चरण पखारूँ, माथ हथों पर कसू सवारी। मैं आला अफसर सरकारी, सिर पर जिम्मेदारी भारी। For some reason, he thought I should play this role. Suit boot
सर हमेशा हमारे साथ थे, हमेशा हैं और हमेशा रहेंगे। अल्लामा इकबाल के इस नायाब शेर से अपनी बात का मैं अंत करती हूँ कि हज़ारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती है, हज़ारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती है, बड़ी मुश्किल से होता है चमन में दीदावर पैदा। नमस्ते, धन्यवाद।
Brings us to an act of kindness that is Shilpa's adaptation of Andha Kaun in English and other English dialects. And we're going to see this 16-minute clip just before we wind up. Stay with us just for a little longer.
Glory to the goddess! We have reached the land of the mortals. What is your wish now?
Is this the land of the mortals, charioteer? I don't see a single human being here.
Mother goddess, this is because we are standing in the countryside. As soon as we reach the town, there will be people as far as the eye can see.
Let us go there then.
But mother, the dwellings of these mortals are in a terrible state. The air is polluted, the water is dirty, piles of rubbish lie everywhere, and there's not a tree to be seen. What is more, there is disease, hunger, theft, robbery, and violence. Can you bear witness to all that?
That is just what I want to know, charioteer. How has humanity got into such a miserable state? They were created with so many gifts. Why are they still so impoverished?
What can be the reason, mother?
We have heard rumour in the heavens that humans have forgotten their positive instincts and values and become very selfish. I want to know how true this is.
But mother, how will you do that?
I will go amongst them in disguise and find some way to test them. Now please, take me there.
As you wish, mother.
Beware, be warned, I am the mounted guard. Move aside now or you'll fall down hard. Beware, be warned, here comes the mounted guard.
I am the queen, I am the queen. My royal lineage can be seen. Gone is the crown, and gone the state. Still I'm well known, without my gold plate. The people fear my reputation still. They bow and scrape before my will. A story of the old days that has had its time, yet a pillar of the past, so I'm proud of my line.
Fish for sale! Fish for sale! Fry them, boil them, leave them in a pail. Cod and haddock, thin and fat. Hake and sea bass, all top tail. Exciting mix of fresh and stale. Fish for sale! Fish for sale!
I am the landed lady, tight of hand. None around here could be more grand. I don't spend a pound or even a penny, so careful of purse I don't give away any. Up in the sky so many stars twinkle, as many coins as in my bag tinkle. I eat very little, just enough to get by, and only drink free water. Do you ask why? I am the landed lady, my coins always in sight. My assets are excessive, my stinginess a fright.
Updates every minute. I must know what's in the news. If I don't get enough likes in all my ratings, I will lose. If I share enough good pictures, they'll all know my name. And if I get lucky, I could even reach fame. I'm the one to follow, and that you can trust. Just look at my smile, I can never go bust.
I am the Women's Issue Advisor, the expert in the governmental hall, my talks on women's sorrows always enthrall. Though most of my time I spend abroad, I will have my say, show all that is flawed. Women's causes I skilfully reason, with roaring speeches for every season.
I am the council officer for niche considerations. I invent rules when bored for all situations. On official business, in my swanky staff car, those I meet must defer, or they better run far. I fall at the feet of the superior big shots, laud my power over others. That's just their lot. I am the government officer for niche considerations. On my head responsibilities and many obligations.
I am mother-in-law, head of the hoose, and I am famed for ruling the roost. I'm firm in method and belief. The youngsters claim I give them grief. If they whine and will not wheesht, I sort them out. I'll have my peace.
I am the campaigner, raising up the poor, championing the wretched at every door. They work and work day after day. I'm devoted to them. That's my way. I am the campaigner, the people I save. I make lots of money with my business conclave.
I am the woodcutter, hear me please. I am weighed down with difficulties. My only support is precarious labour. I must fight poverty alone and never waver. I will not lose courage as long as I live. I will keep going forward, that's all I can give.
Is there any kind soul who can take this old woman across the road to the temple beyond? Dear son, mounted guard.
What is it, old woman?
Can you help this poor blind woman across the road?
You dare lie to me? You take me for a fool? How could a blind woman know I'm riding a horse?
Son, I can't see the horse with my eyes, but can very well hear the sound of its hooves with my ears.
If you are so smart, why don't you find a way with your sharp ears? I am busy being alert, keeping people safe. I cannot dismount my horse, it's just a worthless job. I have no time. Here comes the mounted guard, get out of my way, it isn't hard. Beware, be warned, you stupid clown. If you don't move, you'll be struck down.
I am the queen. I am the queen. My royal lineage can be seen.
All hail the queen.
Who salutes me?
Help this old woman, great queen. Please help this old lady cross the road.
Ah, yes, dear woman, you are my subject, and so we would certainly have helped you, but it just will not do. Alas, my good woman, we have no servants here, so there's no one we can order to help you, my dear.
Fish for sale! Fish for sale!
Dear fish seller, please come here.
Tell me what you'd like to buy, mother. But listen, I won't be giving any special deals.
I don't want your fish, son. Just please take me across the street.
Oh, I see. So that's why you stopped me. I haven't even had my first sale of the day, and yet here you are asking me to do something for free. If I start the day giving money away, I end in the eve with nothing up my sleeve. Fish?
I am the landed lady, tight of hand. None around here could be more grand.
Miss, show me some compassion.
No, I have no money.
I don't want your money. Just hold my hand and...
Beware, stay back. Don't touch my bags. I swear they contain only old rags.
Just listen to me.
I warn you, don't dare touch me. Help! Help! Stop! Thief! You better flee.
Click, click, scroll type. What is going on tonight?
Hey, young man. Help me. Take me across the street.
Oh, mother, are you blind?
Yes, son, I can't see.
I am sad to hear that. My sympathy with you, poor thing.
My good son, take me to that temple.
Oh, it's my hobby to help the poor and the ill. I'd have taken you to the temple, but my phone's nearly at nil. If I don't make it to a charger with 10 minutes to spare, my phone will die altogether, and my fans could not bear. Don't worry though, I'll share your story online. So nice to meet you. Take care now. Bye-bye.
I am the Women's Issue Advisor, and I will be their special provider. I talk to the government all day long. My speeches are ever so pithy and strong.
Madam, help this blind.
What did you say? You're blind? Let me see. Well, now you are right. You know, I have raised this many times. Blindness in women is one of my key talking points. It's much more common than people think.
Madam, please.
I mean, why are these conditions not taken care of? We could increase awareness across several demographics if we could just show people how deeply we care.
That temple?
Tell you what, I promise you, I'll debate this issue until I'm blue. I'll expose this government's endless bungling with a moving speech that's so humbling.
I am the campaigner for the poor, championing the wretched at every door. I fix their problems and earn much praise with empty promises and the sweetest of phrase.
Have pity on me, son.
What did you say, mother? I take pity on you. Oh no, I will seek your blessings. What is your command?
God bless you, son. Please take me to the temple across the street.
Is that all? That's no big deal. I'm fortunate that I got this chance to help you out.
May you live long, son. Come now. I have been waiting a long time.
Don't worry, mother. I will hold your hand and take you across. If you get tired, I will carry you on my shoulders.
Very well. What are we waiting for?
Have a little patience, mother. I must just get a few others. I'll fetch the cameras and press will teach such a lesson in kindness. I'll be less than half an hour, don't be nervous. The papers just must publish this selfless service.
I am mother-in-law, my children's love I crave, so I keep them in line, they must all behave.
Oh, sister, have pity on me.
Pity doesn't help anyone. Now tell me true, who is it would normally help you?
I have no family. Nobody to help me today. Please just help me across the road.
No one to help? This will not suffice. You must remain in charge in later life. I cannot abide this whiny tone. You must not give up or continue to moan.
I don't know about all that. Just take me to that temple, please.
Excuses, they will not do. Just tell me clearly what ails you. Oh, it's too much strain. I'm feeling stressed. You must rally yourself. Do your best.
I am the council officer for niche considerations. When bored, I invent rules for all situations.
Sir? Oh, Mr. Sir.
Who are you? How did you enter the capital? Don't you know beggars are not allowed here?
I am not a beggar, sir. I only...
What else can you be? It's written all over your face. So many tourists here in the capital. They will certainly take you for a beggar.
But, sir...
No ifs and buts. Leave the capital. Go elsewhere. You want to advertise our poverty? Want to tarnish our image?
No, sir. I only want to go to that temple.
Oh, I see then. She is adamant. I will just have to phone urban management. Very careless of the police. Beggars on every corner. This really must cease.
Well, humans. Have you become so blinded by selfishness that you no longer know the difference between right and wrong? Is it really the case that in such a big crowd there is not even one person I can find in whose heart there is a little bit of compassion?
I am the woodcutter, by difficulties weighed down. Dear God, you are my only support in this town.
Oh God. Will I have to sit here all day by the side of this road?
What's the matter, Mother? You look upset.
I have cried myself hoarse, son, but nobody would take me across the road.
Oh, is that all you need? Come, I will take you across the road.
Oh no, son. You are already very tired. I won't trouble you.
My difficulties are nothing compared to yours. Woe betide me if I can't do this little thing for you. I am only tired, not dead yet. I will take you wherever you have to go. Come, Mother.
Let's go.
What is this, Mother? All my tiredness is gone with your touch. I have suddenly regained all my strength. You cannot be an ordinary woman. You must be a goddess.
You are a sinless person. That is why you have recognized me and see my true form.
Victory to you, Mother. You have fulfilled the life of this poor woodcutter.
You are not poor, son. In your heart lies the priceless gems of compassion. Poor are those whose hearts didn't respond to the cries of a helpless old woman. They considered me blind, but despite their eyes, it is they who cannot see.
Won't you come to my hut, Mother? My wife's life will also be fulfilled to see you.
I have been to your house, son. Your household will lack in nothing. You have a desire to help people. From now, you will also have the means to do so.
Bless me, Mother. May your grace always be with me.
Let it be so. You are a compassionate, unselfish person. The human race owes its existence to people like you.
What is the future of the human race, Mother?
Don't worry, good man. Humans will not destroy all. Obstacles and problems come. It will be a close call. Wisdom and love will prevail. Good instincts will unfold. You will rise above weakness and succeed in peace for the world.
Thank you all.
Namaste.